myself up a little bit if I'm a little low. Hope that's better. How does that sound, guys? Is that better? A little more. Alright, is that better? Okay. Alright. Anyway, as I was saying before, was experiencing some light flashes, so I decided to sleep in bed a little bit. And I figured I'd stream and chat with you guys for a bit. As I said, I've been taking a light break from comic dubbing for a little bit, at least till next month, because I just don't feel like editing for the remainder of this month. Okay, let me check my parameters. Okay, there we go. But how's your guys' day been? Just want to chill and just talk with you guys. Yeah, I will slip in and out of character, so if you want me to use the Wolfkin voice, just let me know. I don't mind switching to my Wolfkin voice for you. You have a 3-day weekend? Nice. I don't know. He sounds angry, I guess. Pretty exciting. Got to learn Korean today. Oh, that's cool. What words did you learn? Is it conversational, I assume? Coda the Kitten 333. Hey, here's a joke. What did the dog say to the human? I don't know. What did the dog say to the human? That's wrong. You ain't right, Coda the Cat. You ain't right. Expressions. Got it. Got it. I've been taking it easy, Larry. Like I said, I've been taking it easy. Watching some YouTube videos and, you know. I've been trying to catch up on Mr. Nightmare. You know. Yo, what's up, Anime Edits? Why are you reading in the chat? I've slept, but I just woke up, but I've slept, you know. Let's see. Tactical Rip Gaming. Read Hey, Wolfie, did you know that the woke community doesn't like eating chocolate anymore? I heard they said they don't like Hershey's. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, that's a joke. Nice. It's good to hear you taking it easy every now and then. Let's go. And sounds like you. I'm constantly busy every day, so I'm just taking everybody's advice to chill and relax and not to overwork myself. So when I do make my comebacks with stuff, animation's going decently. New Jedi stuff for Wolfku is in the current works. Still probably won't get that until June though. Animation progress is kind of slow but assured. Who was my favorite My Hero Academia? I think Stain was one of my favorites. I like Stain. He was one of my favorites. Who else? Yo, what's up? What's up, Bardock? What's up, Paparot? Edward, play Attack on Titan. What's going on? Any other projects? Yeah, like I said, I have some animations in the work. Right now, we're still working on Love Triangle with Goku, Vados, and Raven. That's in the current works right now. Some more comic dubs are coming your way, but yeah, we got some projects definitely coming in the works. The Hero Hunter and Goku Hero? Yeah, so. Let's see, Zelda Chibi. Goku, tell me, how do you do your voice acting to match it so well? It's just one of those. I just dip my own personality into everything. I was more an impressionist growing up, so I like to do impressions. So yeah, I just kind of it came natural to me because I just naturally like to imitate voices and put my own spin into it. So that's kind of how I did it. I also looked at some sessions as well, some voice acting sessions to see if I can match my cadence, which is why I don't take projects that I don't think I can do. If I can't bring a natural progression with my voice, I won't really partake in a project. That's why I'll take a producer role or a directing role, but I won't personally voice act anything I don't have confidence in. Nothing hanging in there, trying to take my mind off stuff. Oh yeah, hope my stream could take your mind off things. Conflicting ideals. I guess it's conflicting ideals. Can you tell me the difference between the muffin button and the cookie button? Well, one summons cookie shin and one summons muffins. There's your difference. Prime. Am I going to do more Kaba and Khalifa dubs? I would love to see an animation someday. Well, you'd have to talk to Cinetic. He's the one that kind of animates my comic dubs, so you could probably talk to him on that. As far as more Kaba and Khalifa, yes. But at the current moment, my Khalifa VA is on hiatus. And I haven't really found a suitable replacement. I do have animation, that's why like certain animation projects have been put on hold for the most part, because I'm very particular on who I hire to play certain characters. I don't just hire anyone. You guys know that. I'm very particular on who I have, and if I feel their voice doesn't suit the role I want them to, I won't do it. So I have to hold it back. As much as I want to put those comic dubs out, I try to give you the best qualities I can, because I do believe in quality over quantity. So that's why I have to wait. Hello, Mario Waffles. Do my favorite line from DBZ. The bridge. Let's see. Let me think. I got a few lines I like. Bitch, you just jealous of my Super Saiyan swagger. Because, bitch, I drink people. Those two lines I like. Who does? I do the majority of my edits, but sometimes I'll outsource to other people, which is expensive. At times, it can get very expensive to outsource some edits. But for the most part, I do my own edits. But from time to time, especially more so recently, I'll outsource some of my editing to other people. But it's cheaper for me to do it myself. Yes, I am in King's Speech. If anybody wants to come hang out in King's Speech, by all means, come to King's Speech. Let's see. I can make Kappa and Khalifa comic videos. Where are you? My work is usually not safe for work. I do not safe for work on my Patreon. I just did one recently in animation. I mean, I didn't technically do anything, but it's like, yeah. I'm very particular on what I dub. Like I said, I have to really take a keen interest in it, like actually be invested into the comic itself. That's why, like, people just hit me up on Twitter. Like I said, just add me on Twitter, and if I like it, I'll dub it. Ever eat a spoonful of peanut butter? Yes, I have. When I was younger, I have eaten a spoonful of stuff. Oh, you got to meet Stephanie Donahue and Sean Schimmel, I assume. Okay, that's cool. Hey, good for you, Zelda Chibi. Nice, very nice. Met Kyle Hebert twice. Awesome. That's awesome. I think he follows me on Twitter, actually. Kyle Hebert. My own son. I drank a cup of thick water? What the heck is thick water? How do you make water thick? Like, I'm actually interested in that. Wait, what? Eric wants to meet Eric Vale or Cal Hubert. Eric wanting to meet another Eric. How quaint. No, I don't do Kaba. I do not do the voice of Kaba. Quick, you're super hungry. Who do you trust for my cooking? Chi-Chi. I think Bulma can give more extravagant meals, but Chi-Chi gives those good home cooked meals. Just can't beat that, Just can't beat that. Like, I appreciate the spread Bulma puts out. She definitely could put more larger quantities than Chi-Chi could, but Chi-Chi definitely could just put out those meals. It's like I said, it's all about the quality, not the quantity. Not to take that away from Chi-Chi's chefs, but there's just something about that home-cooked meal that I just can't get enough of. Yo, Unbound Soul, how's it going? What's going on with you? I ain't seen you in a while. Forget about me. What's up with you? Where you been? Aloha to you as well. Let me see if Koi is up. Maybe I can get him to join the chat with me.
Hello?
Hello, Koi.
Hey, what's up?
I was streaming. I was like, let me see what Koi's up to. You sound tired.
Been better.
How was your day?
Went to the doctor's. She confirmed that it was strep and a sinus infection.
Yeah. Did you get your medicine for that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, that's good. Finally getting your butt home. We got work to do when you get home. When you get better, though. Like, I can't have you sick. Kind of defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah.
So what are you doing right now?
Just eating some food.
Hope it's nothing too crazy, because you know, gotta eat like soft foods. You don't want anything to mess up your throat even more.
Yeah, it's just sandwiches.
Maybe you should have had soup, you know? Soup would have probably been a better choice. Hi, Levy.
Sure.
And everybody's wishing you well. To get well. Is that the Goku black guy? Yes. Yes, I do plan to have him play Outlast Trials with me. They're all saying hi as well, Koi, and wishing you get well.
Yeah.
Everyone sends their condolences.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
Boy, you sound like you've had better days. Yeah. If I've had better days. Like I mean, I'm just kind of, like I said, just chilling with the chat, just talking about Liddell. But you saw my message, right?
Oh, the Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, the big reason being is, you ever noticed how for other ROMs we have to always like manually find the BIOS?
Yep. No, I'm not
Yeah.
saying they don't have a legitimate case. I'm just saying they don't care about their own IP. Matter of fact, why should they even care when they don't even make money off of it anymore? And it's not like Steam actually advertises it. They don't advertise that kind of thing anyway. And again, they don't even take down. They're not even taking down the main emulator. You know, it's just Valve. When they don't even advertise Nintendo games at all, it's just basic stuff. That's where I don't get it. And they're not taking down the main site anyway. That actually does advertise it.
Yeah.
And again, and ethically I don't care, because again, they don't make money off their old systems anymore. I say once you stop profiting, I mean, you can make an argument if they're doing remasters. I think that's a legitimate argument. But for the most part, generally they don't care about their old IPs at all. I have no intention to ever. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, Prime. I have no intention of ever working with Double Artemis or Lord Frieza ever, at all. So please don't get your hopes up. It's not gonna happen. It's probably never gonna happen. Just to keep it 100 with you, Prime.
Especially with the latter.
One last question. Do I do voice commissions? From time to time. Yeah. I mostly do collaborations, but from time to time, if people want to... Like, I just did the not safe for work, not my proudest moment, and that was commission, you know? Like, if I know the individual, I usually don't take commissions, because if I know the individual, we have a good working relationship, I really don't take it. But if it's, like, newcomers, then yeah. Newcomers, I'll do commissions and stuff. But yeah, let's see.
I heard that new Guardians of the Galaxy movie's good. Have you seen it?
No, I have no interest, honestly. I told you I have no interest in most stuff Disney puts out anymore. It's kind of.
I'm only interested in Guardians just because it's James Gunn, you know?
Yeah, sure. Who voiced Couple Quick? There, links to who voices them are in the description. Prime. You just gotta look in the description.
I'm just saying, James Gunn always usually does pretty good.
I just don't like the current climate of and direction they're going with movies nowadays. That's more of a personal thing, Prime. I'm not gonna get into it. Just like, you know, I have no inkling to want to associate with those people. You know, it's fine if you watch their content, you enjoy the content. I actually personally enjoy Double Artemis' content personally. You know, I enjoy his stuff, but I just have no interest in working with them or Lord Frieza. And that's even much more personal that I won't get into. But I have no interest. But it's fine if you watch their stuff. That's good. No shade or anything. What anime have you seen that you thought was gonna be good? I haven't really. I've been kind of not watching anime to like, because I want to binge watch, so I don't like jump into it when it's as the series is going. I kind of want to wait till the series is finished so I can binge it later. So I can't really answer it at the moment. J-Ro McCoy, so maybe ask me down the road. You know? Also, do you think there will be a Sonic 3? Yeah, there's also a Detective Pikachu 2 apparently coming out, so yeah. Have been excited for any movies. I gotta go see John Wick 4. That's my only caveat. I need to set it up. I already got my AMC. I need to go see let's see. So I had a bad moment an hour ago. I'm actually tripping with anger how I am. I'm dropping my mom off at a party, but unfortunately she has two co-workers that just love to harass me. They think it's all good and fun until I put them against the wall and squeeze the life out of them. They called the cops on me, and when they saw who it was who harassed me, he said, "Oh, you picked on the wrong guy." Goku make me laugh. Koi's career.
Wow, really? I'm
gonna pick up the sick guy. Koi, you would be shocked if I didn't pick on you. Any favorite '90s OVAs? Yes. Oh, they're actually. I found out they're finally making a sequel to Tenchi GXP. Dude, I haven't seen Tenchi GXP. Like, oh my god, that was one of my favorite. They need to make a freaking sequel to War and Gleamer, but they kept the original animation style. Seiya Yamada's older now. He looks so cool. It's like it was such a whiny little bitch when he was younger, but I always was jealous of Seiya because I was like, Seiya, you a little whiny little bitch, but you got all these chicks. But then he got that cool ass mech at the end. I was like, oh my god, okay, Seiya, you cool in my books. And now he looks badass. And again, they kept the original art style, animation style. It looks so good. I never thought GP in the Tenchi series is gonna get it's been 20 years. I didn't think they was ever gonna get a sequel, but they proved me wrong. And it looks good. I mean, I'm not surprised because I always loved the Tenchi series, but that recent one when they made Tenchi look like a typical bitch, like I hated that. What was it? It was Tenchi A something. It was like back in 2014, 2018. I hated that one. That's the worst one in the series. But this looks good. This looks like love was done with it. So cannot wait. Are they still asking you to?
I was gonna say, did you see the trailer for Spider-Man 2?
Yeah. Man, people are complaining about like some of the graphic aspects. Like I've seen it, side-by-side comparisons. No, 2 looks like they've made some graphical updates and stuff.
I was gonna say, it looks great. What the hell are people?
Like they were doing side-by-side comparisons. I was like, yeah, some parts look great, and the others like. But again, they're slowly making more and more progressions. Like certain. But me, I'm not really gonna get into it. Yeah, it looks good though. Do I have an interest in playing it? Somewhat. Honestly, they've made me wait a lot longer to where my interest died down. Honestly, I wish they would have made it 2 years prior. But yeah. Are they still asking you to work with Delta Arms, Lord Freeze? Are you guys seriously let the dream die? That's a personal mecha. I'm not gonna answer that because that's not my place. Yes, I do know what's going on, but it's not my place and my business to talk about it. You can take that up.
Wait, what?
You can take that up with Zammy herself, but that's not my business. Let's see.
Oh,
Saw JW3, and it was pretty good. Let's see. Like the first one better though. John Wick 1 is best for story, John Wick 2 is best for progression, and John Wick 3 is just candy for set pieces. It's candy set pieces. Love it. Still, it's John Wick 3 is still the most brutal. So I'm curious what they'll do it for. Maybe it's going to be trash, but I might not watch it because the first was okay, but the second is probably going to be meh. The third will be something not a big fan of. GOTG. Do you play any Sonic games if you do a live stream of Sonic Frontiers? I haven't played Sonic Frontiers. Well, I played Sonic Frontiers, but not live streamed it. But I play some Sonic games from time to time. Hello there, Deep Penshi. Not good with names. Have I seen her play Tears of the Kingdom? I've seen it and played a little bit of it. But personally, you're not going to see me play Nintendo games on this channel. They're just way too wild for me. And they copyright claim my stuff anyway, so... What's up, Z-Boss? Tony Dragon, are you Goku? Facts. Let's get excited for Super Smash Bros. Movie. They have to use subspace emissary storyline, because that one is the best storyline. Big Smoke in the chat. God, I hate breakers right now, mainly because you are always stuck with those players that never help you, and seriously, one of those unwritten rules is if you got more Dragon Balls than the other, you should give that person the other Dragon Balls. But no, they gotta be that asshole. Koi can concur. Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. I know you're referring to Guardians of the Galaxy. Do I play Fortnite? No. Nope. What's your favorite disaster-related movie? Train to Tucson was really good, or was it? But yeah, that was a really good one. Goku says, "Cubby hubby ha." Koi's dying in the background. Don't worry about him. He needs a sensu bean. Do I play Nintendo Switch? Nope. Totally don't. It's not like this guy. It's not like Koi bought me a game or something for Nintendo. That would be weird. You love Twister? Sounds like he needs a sensu bean. Krillin, give Koi a sensu bean.
Sensu bean.
Thank you, buddy. That's my favorite line from DVD Bridge Speed. Do you have a sensu bean addiction? Nope. Yajirobe did, though. Do I play any consoles? Not really. Hi, Rin. What, Koi?
Sorry, never mind. Oh, that's bullshit. Oh, apparently, you remember the crazy ass chef from The Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
They took him out of the live action.
That don't surprise me.
That pisses me off. He was one of the funniest parts of the movie.
He was also problematic. You're part of the problem. It's 2023. Can't have that.
How is he problematic?
I don't know. Just is.
Hey, I hate the live action remakes.
I believe they're bland and tasteless. They don't really have Sensubis don't really have a taste. Does Koi have COVID?
Oh, I thought you were talking. No, I don't have COVID. Just strep and a sinus infection.
Yep.
And also, when you said bland and tasteless, I thought you were talking about the live action Disney remakes.
Let's see. No surprise there, to be honest. What do you expect? Yeah. Oh no, like I said, Koi gets back. Like I said, one art's been donated.
New subscribers.
So I have to get him to watch Rush Hour, the first one, and then Friday. So now he'll get the whole Bye Felicia caveat.
Oh, you've had me watch Friday.
Yeah, but they want you to watch it again. And honestly, we should watch it again. But honestly, Friday After the Next was the fun. Like the first Friday is the most iconic. I personally love Friday After the Next more because of Terry Crews, who has not aged a day.
Still think one of the funniest modern Spider-Man jokes in comics was when Spider-Man literally does the like I can't remember, it was an invasion or something. Spidey had to go save the day, and he's like, okay, in case I don't make it back, bye Felicia. Then he thinks in his head, oh God, please don't let that be the last joke I ever make.
What do I hate about the current Spider-Man? I hate about the current Spider-Man is they make Peter Parker look like a dick and only fluff up Miles Morales. I don't like the current Spider-Man meta personally. They write Peter Parker like they just cucked him recently, and all they do is fluff up Miles Morales. Not to say that they haven't made good Miles Morales stuff, because I do like that they're making his own thing, but I don't like that you have to tear down the original just to make one other character stand out. And that's what I hate about current Spider-Man meta. That's why I don't watch or read or honestly give two shits about current modern-day Marvel shit. If you want my honest opinion.
My guy, I haven't read modern Spider-Man comics since One More Day. Fuck that shit.
Like I said, they made Peter look like a bitch, so I'm getting sick of that shit. Which waifu would be best for me? I want Vados, personally. Or Raven. Hey, Luna Bear. How you doing?
Speaking of the Spider-Man comics, though, you know what just recently happened?
I just referenced it.
Well, no, like super recently.
I just referenced it.
Well, the guy who cucked Spider-Man, his kid's apparently banished.
Yep. Let's see.
Which makes me wonder, were they real, or like is he actually a supervillain that was brainwashing MJ? Like, what are they gonna go with?
I don't care. Like I said,
Which cliche?
I don't care. Like I said, do not care for current modern stuff. I just, ugh. Maybe apples or lemons. Wait, what? Or I guess he's referencing him. How would you feel if Frieza beat you? Frieza has beaten me. Did you not see the comics? He one-shot at me.
Hell, technically, he beat him in Resurrection F.
Technically, yeah.
Might have been dirty tactics, but hey.
That's what Frieza does. You're in Mexico right now with family. I didn't know you had Latin origins. Why didn't you tell me, Luna? Yo, Beast Brown, how's it going? I ain't seen you in a while. Good to see ya. Koi, what's your favorite Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z from any episode? Mine from Dragon Ball? There's a lot of them. I like... I'm not thinking on that one.
Goku versus Piccolo Jr. was definitely one of the best fights.
But I love Goku versus Tien as well. That was a really good... Master Roshi versus Tien is really good too.
Oh, Goku, my love.
Oh.
You got a donation. It better not be a
Thank
woman
you,
trying to
Sasuke.
get into
Hey,
your pants.
hey there, I
Or
just
I'll cut it
thought of
off.
something. Why doesn't the Z Fighters put the Dragon Balls into the Hyperball time chamber so they don't lose them? Well, it's Vask and Void, but they could put it in the front part, but they can't because the Dragon Balls scatter everywhere, and they won't be able to use them for a year. But it is true, they should go around and just like hide them in there for the year. I don't know. And the news today, Wolf Bang's Vados and her father, the Grand Priest, aka, isn't happy. Why would he be happy? You'd think he'd want more kids. They're like, what, millions and billions of years old? Long time no see there, Diamond Titan. But yeah, as far as favorite episodes go, oof. Like I said, Piccolo Jr. 1 year. But I guess we're going particular episode. I think my favorite is when Goku got to see Grandpa Gohan again. That one holds a special place in my heart. I get emotional when I see that one. So if we're talking about favorite episodes, like in terms of like moments, that one sticks out to me for Dragon Ball. Knowing Gohan's influence over Goku, and even you know, even though he's not referenced it as much anymore, even like just having a son named Gohan, and what Gohan goes on to do, his legacy carries on through that. So that one in particular from Dragon Ball hits me pretty well. And from Z, obviously the episode Goku goes Super Saiyan, Gohan going Super Saiyan 2. The episode where we got the beam struggle between Goku and Vegeta. There's quite a few episodes that sticks out. From Super, obviously Goku see Ultra Instinct Omen for the first time, broke the internet. It was one of the first legit real moments that Super did that wasn't a rehash or that felt forced, or just like it actually felt like legit for the show. So,
I like Goku Black's debut I thought was pretty great.
That's a good one too. Yeah, I'll give you that one too. But for me, Ultra Instinct Omen. That first, I cried. I felt that was the episode that actually made me feel like an actual Dragon Ball fan. When you can get me to cry on an episode on the Transformation, like where I felt like this feels like a legit moment. Yeah, and that was rare because Super rarely has anything that's unique to its own thing. That isn't a fucking rehash of older. Yeah. Yeah, those are some of my favorite parts. Let's see. So I introduced my friend to Darth Talon. He hasn't come out of his room for 4 hours. Yeah, he'll be coming out for a long time. You get you introduced to Darth Talon. Dragon Ball lost interest in Dragon Balls. It's just about fights now. Favorite moments, the whole Cell Saga. Let's see. Hello, Dragon King. I love the Krillin Owen meter, made me laugh. Which Spider-Man do you like Into the Spider-Verse? There's plenty of Spider-Man that I like Into the Spider-Verse. I like Spider-Gwen, Peter Parker, obviously. I like Miles. I like quite a few. Noir Spider-Man, lots of Spider-Man.
Whenever I read Noir Spider-Man, I can only read it in Nicolas Cage's voice now.
Yeah. I think Goku versus Raditz and Piccolo was truly a great stepping stone. After all, he definitely had more power to. Yes, well, he had the power to blow up Earth, not a big planet, obviously, because you have to at least have the power level 2000. Raditz was more in the 1500s category, but yeah, I always said Raditz is the most underutilized character they ever did. He had so much. First of all, he's the fucking brother of Goku. Just look how much potential you can just do with just that alone. But yeah. Yes, I do. It's my grandma's side. We are here only still till Sunday, leave Monday. It's been like 3 years since we've been back to Mexico. Usually we go out for New Year's, but we haven't had any chance due to COVID. Well, I hope you spend a good time with your family. That's good. Don't forget about King Piccolo versus Goku and Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, definitely. And be glad I'm not with my boyfriend right now. I'm done with you, Luna. Going somewhere. Spider-Gwen be thick, though. Hello there, Maria. How you doing? Oh, Copper. It's been a long time. You doing it? I've been doing good, Copper. How have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? If you were a dragon, what element would you use? Fire. Who's my favorite Dragon Ball character? Goku. Would you rather have abilities of Superman or the Flash?
Superman.
I don't know. The Flash is pretty broken too. The Flash is very broken. I'd like to have the personality though of the Flash. I love the Flash's personality. Like I said, just like that, I just love that he goes out of his way for regular people, even people who have mental disorders. Like that one episode of Why Everybody Loves Barry is one of my favorite episodes. Just showing just like how much willing that he's not just a superhero, like he actually knows everybody's names, and how he goes out of his way to help people. If you've ever seen Justice League, guys, like I said, that's my favorite version of Superman in general. My favorite versions of every character, and I recommend you watch Justice League. So good. My favorite version of the Flash too. And definitely not the current fucking version. Ugh. But yeah, Why Everybody Loves Barry is one of my favorite episodes. It's great. It's a great showcase of his character, and I like how Batman is just like a big brother in that like he gets it instantly, which is great. I'm feeling pretty good. I have some head flashes, but I'm feeling pretty good. Like to box? Like box? Sometimes. Sometimes. Yes, that is Koi Cooper in the background. What is my favorite genre? Probably fantasy. As you can see, note from the background. Very sore from work, but how about you? Yeah, headaches and stuff. Koi's sick. Deal with that. At this point, I have no idea what happens in the DC universe. I should watch CW's Superman Lois Lane. I honestly don't have any interest in DC that much anyway. But if he says, I'll take your word for it. Question: is my Discord link working? We'll have to join the chat room. Hold on, let me see. I'm not currently in the chat at the moment, but I can give you a link. A Discord link. Let me just give you a quick link. Like you gotta. Cooper says, "What's up, Koi?"
I've been better. Got strep and a sinus infection. Go figure.
Yes, he is.
Hope you all are doing well, though.
Mm-hmm. What inspired me to create the channel? My friends told me to. Well, the Dragon Ball channel, at least. I've always had the I've had my old channel. I had back in 2010, which got deleted in 2018. So this one I've had for since then, and yeah, it's just been quite a while. Do you think Broly will ever reach MUI? I don't know. I don't know.
I think Broly's going to go on his own path. That's the one thing I think we can all agree about Super is I like how every character is getting their own unique transformations instead of just copying each other now.
Who's your character from Dragon Ball? What?
But yeah, if anything, I think it's possible Broly might get Super Saiyan 4. Considering, like, that, because that was the big thing about his, that form before he got Super Saiyan, right? What was it called? Fury?
I can't remember. Not.
Right, but he had, like, the Super Saiyan 4 eyes, and, like, he was channeling the power of the Great Ape. Like, that felt very much like it was hinting toward...
Yeah, Arkiri, yeah. Yeah, Fury, but Arkiri.
But yeah, that felt very, like, it was very much hinting towards Super Saiyan 4. So I think Broly might go that direction.
Reminded me of Goku Super Saiyan Rage and, Lord Slug. That'll remind me.
But yeah, I like how each character is getting their own unique thing. Vegeta's got Ultra Ego, Goku's got Ultra Instinct, Gohan's got Beast.
Hey, Abridge, if you were a Dragon Slayer from Fairy Tail, which one would you love to be? I couldn't tell you. I haven't watched Fairy Tail in a long time, so I honestly could not tell you.
But yeah, I like how...
No, I'm just reading these messages. Sorry to hear about that, Koi. Get well soon, Koi.
I also appreciate how Piccolo's finally back up in the ranks with the others. I was tired of him being left in the dust.
I just My issue is just how they progress to these levels. It's just, I think my main issue is that it doesn't feel progressed. It just feels like they just did it just to give them the forms. That's my problem with Super. It's so unbalanced, and you don't feel like there's a natural progression. But I am happy that they do have that, but it doesn't feel earned to me. It just feels like they just did it just to put them on the pecking order again.
Yeah, at the same time, it's better than what GT did to Piccolo. Jesus Christ.
I'll take well, they did Gohan. Honestly, they did Gohan better than GT. I'll defend that. They did Gohan much better than GT. At least he didn't
Gohan got to barely by barely being in the show.
Yeah, but he didn't skip out on the training like he did in this fucking show. Look how long it took them to get to this form. You're acting like they did Gohan so much better in Super. Like, what did they really do to the Tournament of Power? Nothing. They didn't do shit with him. Matter of fact, he skipped out on the training that time. What, now because he has a new form, what, that makes him all of a sudden just great? Like, I guess cool. But really, up until that point, what were they doing with him? Not much.
He was only the team leader of Universe 7 during the
Tournament
of Power.
And did literally jack shit, unless you count the manga. Literally did jack shit, unless you count his fight with Khalifa. It wasn't really doing. And what was he really doing as a team leader? He didn't coordinate shit. His best idea was, hey guys, let's just kind of go out and separate. What the fuck was he doing in that tournament?
He tried to coordinate, but nobody was listening.
Yeah, he sucks as a team leader. A team leader's supposed to command respect. He didn't do shit.
No, Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza just suck as team players.
No, if you're a team leader, you should be able to coordinate your own teams. Like, what the fuck did he actually do? Like, no. Don't put him as team leader then. If he can't command his own team, he shouldn't be fucking team leader. I bet his Beerus was team leader. They asked would have been a lie. And then again, that would be cheating.
But yeah, besides that, no, Gohan had a few good fights in the anime too, not just in the manga.
I didn't say. I said what they were really doing with him. They weren't really doing too much with him. I think GT was well. They kind of. I ain't gonna say that. I don't think GT did a good job with Piccolo. You know.
Oh God, no, did it not? Like, we barely get to see him, and then when we do see him, he dies.
He goes to paradise.
And then goes to hell.
Speaking of Dragon Ball, any comments on the creator, Prince Gas Vegeta? He made out his own Dragon Ball AF and around the fandom for a long time. Not really. I don't really pay attention to the fan-made stuff, to be honest. But Nero said all his choice. It's more so how they were written. I was like, we wanted to see more of Piccolo, and they kind of written to do that, What's my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie? Probably Fusion. That's tough.
Battle of God.
I like Battle of Gods. It's not my favorite, but it's up there. Broly Legendary Super Saiyan. Bardock. Well, that's a special. It's not really a move. That's a special.
Man, Goku got used as a trampoline.
World's Strong. You want to talk about the ultimate ass pulls and why the fandom is so fucking stupid? Is that they actually believe that Broly is only like super like you guys are fucking dumb. I literally the way you have to explain this shit and how people really don't understand how strong Broly truly is fucking ridiculous. Even the game metas, like people think, Broly can't beat Cell, he lost to Super. Like, first of all, what do you think he was doing to all of them throughout the entire film? And secondly, the ultimate ass pull. They had to use the fucking power of friendship to beat Broly because they had no way of killing this guy. Yes, because everything they were doing, like throughout that entire film, Goku got his ass handed to him. One fucking punch after everybody gave Goku this unquantifiable power into a Super Saiyan form that beat Broly. And you guys fucking think he can't beat Super Saiyan Gohan even though he whoops his ass in literally the second version of it. And literally they had to use the fucking power of family to beat him. It's like they had to give 2 ass pulls to beat Broly. Even in Budokai 3, they're telling you you need to at least be fucking Fusion Gogeta level to beat him, which was the inspiration for the new fucking Broly that they used. It's like, people really do not understand how strong that fucker is. And was literally the most strong, and was said to be the most strongest till Beerus showed up. People downplay Broly. That's why I don't like this family. Like, they downplayed certain characters. Like, oh, he like, can Majin Vegeta be like, yes, he'd fuck Majin Vegeta up too. He'd fuck up Kid Buu too. Fuck out of here with that. Literally was blowing up galaxies. Casually. Not even in his legendary form. And you're gonna tell me Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan Gohan can even try... If the fucking game is saying that you have to be Fusion Super Saiyan Gogeta level to beat him, what the fuck is Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta gonna do to him? Nothing! And again, even in Second Coming, he whooped Gohan's ass, who was in Super Saiyan 2. And that Gohan didn't skip out on his training. I don't know what people don't get. Like, do they watch the films? Or is it just a popularity contest? Because I don't know. That's why I don't like to do versus battles, because honestly, it's so asinine. I'm just like, yay. The Cooler films, oh yeah, Cooler's great. How would you have done Super Saiyan 4 voice if you had a chance to change? No, I wouldn't change anything. I would not change anything. Sean Shimba killed it. That voice is great. I would not change anything about that voice.
Let's see.
It was an ass pull. He lost the power plot. That was one of the few times where a character actually lost the plot. Like, legitimately, like, he legitimately lost the plot. Like, I don't take that shit lightly. People like to use old plot, like, they use it egregiously, but that was a good example of Broly losing the plot. I don't know how they won.
Even Team 4-Star made fun of it when Goku's like, I'm sure I'll pull something out of my butt.
Yeah, no, that was legit. That was legitimately the first time where I was like, okay, this is fuck. Hey. Again, gets their ass beat throughout most of the film. Even when Goku got think about it, Goku got the fucking power up, right? And he still got his ass beat. And then suddenly Vegeta gives his power. Again, like, they're saying he lost to Super Saiyan Goku. First of all, they're all stronger than their anime counterparts, so stop it. And secondly, he got this big unquantifiable power that you really couldn't measure. Because again, it was all of them giving, like, do you know how much of a power, you know how much of a significant power up that would have had to have been for Goku to have? What, you think that version of Goku is losing to his Super Saiyan 3? Get the fuck out of here.
You know what honestly would have been a better way for them to do the whole thing at the end of Broly? Like, because the other movies like to rely on it. Why not have Goku do the whole spirit bomb thing? He could absorb energy from the comet or something, and that's how he gets the power he needs to.
I don't know, because Broly wasn't really allowing it. Like, remember, even like when they were giving his energy, he was still getting his ass whooped. Like, Broly was not letting up. He was on his ass.
True, that's true.
He used him as a trampoline. He used that fucker as a trampoline. But like I always said, Cooler has some really cool feats. Like I said, pulling Goku out of his instant transmission is an amazing feat. Like running through the Kamehameha. Broly just sat there and ate it though. And goddamn, the theme. One of the reasons why I love the English dub so much is they got IPs to different like artists that could really help the Dragon Ball soundtrack. And Broly had one of the best soundtracks. Gee. Oh man. Like I said. Why don't you just give up? Well, to be honest, I never really learned how to. You're full of shit. You've given up plenty of times, Goku. You have given up plenty of times.
I can't really think of any notable time. Well, okay, you know what? Remind me when he's given up.
Cell.
Aside from Cell, that's the only one that
Beerus.
Okay, well, the Beerus thing would have taken place afterwards, and so would the
no,
Cell
what
one,
I'm saying is Goku has given up. We've had instances where he's given up.
After Broly, though. Like, before then, technically, his statement isn't untrue.
Well, let me think.
Because I can't think of any times where he really gave up before, like, Cell and Beerus.
He still gave up, though. That's my point. But what I'm saying is like, we know who had instances where he has given up. Now, up to that point, I guess you make that argument. Disturbed, yeah. Disturbed from Cooler's Revenge is so good. Hell.
Maybe it was after the ass beating he got from Broly, Goku realized, you know what, maybe there's some merit to giving up.
Again. Yeah, the movies are their own, again, they retcon even Battle of Gods. Problem is they keep retconning their own shit within their own canon. It's like, they can't even keep their own consistency. but
Yeah. Right, because Battle of Gods was canon, but then they redid the story in Super, and
yeah, Panther. Oh yeah, like I said, that's what I love about the 90s. We got those soundtracks, man, that really, like I said, does help the overall tone and feel of the movie.
you know, I own the Cooler and Broly soundtracks.
Like I said, they're awesome. I love the soundtracks for them.
I'd be happy to send you those soundtracks sometime if you want.
I can just look them up. It's fine, but I appreciate it. But I mean, I also like some of the yeah. I like World's Strongest too. World's Strong. I've always said like my favorites from the Ocean dub is probably is Dead Zone. I love the Ocean dub. That's my favorite Ocean dub Dragon Ball movie. So fucking good. I also love how they introduced the minions. Actually, like I love the overall feel of Dead Zone. It was very grounded. Like just Chi-Chi going in like Chi-Chi going in for an attack. It's like it's not over the top. It's like very grounded. And she just got whacked by a fucking force push. And like, but they were right. T4 did point that out. It's like Piccolo's been killed. I think you would know that. Still alive? That he ain't dead. Days. Drama queens. Like that is some true shit. It's like, why would you take out Piccolo but then get the Dragon Ball? That's like. It's funny in hindsight. It's like that's stupid. It's like, why would you? Thank God you got so incompetent.
Yeah, Garlic. You know, it's like I can't remember who said it, but someone basically said that Garlic Jr. basically was Pilaf with powers.
Yeah, but I liked his big form. I liked his ability. I wish they would have shown more of his abilities in that form before he got big.
But yeah, like. I wonder if they, like, do you think they were intentionally doing that where they were making us see, like, Garlic Jr.'s not that smart so that when he did do the
Well, it
Dead
wasn't
Zone,
him. No, it wasn't really, like, it wasn't, like, you know, I don't know. I think it was more like maybe he was blinded by revenge or whatever. Or maybe they didn't think Piccolo was dead. Maybe they didn't think Piccolo was dead. I don't know. But
no, they did think he was dead. That was the thing. They thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Which, Garlic Jr. is just not the brightest, dude.
Or
which is fine.
Maybe he didn't know about the whole Kami thing. It could have been maybe he didn't know about the whole connection between Kami and Piccolo. Because remember, he didn't assume Kami died, right? He never assumed like once they killed Piccolo, oh, Kami's dead. So maybe like they just didn't know about that connection. Because when Kami showed up, he wasn't really all that surprised Kami showed up. Because if he knew about the connection, he probably wouldn't have went out of his way to do it. Because he wanted to kill Kami himself. So I think it was more of that situation where he probably didn't know.
Wow, Garlic Jr. really did dodge a bullet, didn't he?
But like I said, then again, like I said, he was so fixated on his dad and stuff, like, so maybe, like, you know, it was that case. But like I said, the Ocean dub. If you're going to watch any version, watch the Ocean dub. Nikki and Ginger. First of all, I love how the enemies felt very unique. Like, them pulling weapons out of their bodies was really cool. Piccolo looking like a badass. See, this is the Piccolo I remember. This is the Piccolo that I remember. Like, first of all, y'all had to do a 3-on-1 sneak attack on my man. He comes back out like a boss, and I'm finna kill him. Like, Peter Kalibas did a great job as Goku here. Like I said, their forms. Gingerbread, tutti frutti, pepperoni. It's so good. And again, the fight sequences are so good. I would say some of the best fight sequences, in my opinion, were from Dead Zone and World's Strongest. Like, they had some really cool, unique abilities. Like, Roshi was fighting cool in that fun. Like, Goku was fighting. Krillin got treated like shit in Dead Zone, which was funny. But it was really a Goku and Piccolo showcase.
Krillin literally got pissed on.
Yeah, dude, like Gohan getting high off the apples. Like, even Carlos like, yeah, I gotta take this kid under my wing, like, and then he gets, but like, he's like, why would you open up the Dead Zone? The only that can literally put him away. Like, you're the only, yeah, can't wait. Yeah, fuck this up. You actually got the goddamn wish.
Piccolo does have his badass moments and other stuff too. Like, let's see,
Kim Prime. I do like, even though like. You know, it was filler. I'm glad they actually did bring him back. because it was funny. I do like the whole black water mist control thing. That was like, it's funny. People like say, "Oh, it's filler," but I like that. I like the idea of it. I think it got
hell. Baby Vegeta ripped that off later.
I mean, like, dude, seeing them looking like vampires was sick. Like when they got Piccolo, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like this actually felt like an actual arc. Like it was actually interesting before the Android arc. Like seeing everybody.
You know they did good because GT felt the need to rip it off.
Or hell, even fucking Team 4-Star even fucking like did it. It's like no.
Well, I did like Piccolo in the Lord Slug movie when he just came in and started wrecking
do I like Ocean Dub version better than the GT? I don't know about that. I don't know. I do like Ocean Dub's GT, but I didn't like it more than what Funny did.
I still love that bit Team 4-Star did with the one minion that kept going to the building. Okay, I'll go at him from the left. He won't see me coming.
Oh, he saw me coming.
That was a great bit. Hey, how's it going? Oh, hey, I'm just waiting for that big green jerk to come down here. Neat.
Yeah, he won't see it. Oh. Is King Kai good? I mean, yeah. King Kai has had it rough. Goku blew up his planet. Beerus shrunk it, and then Goku blew it up. That's it! You ungrateful brat! You just take what I get from you. All you youngsters, just take what you learn from me, and then you just use it for your own purpose. Poor King Kai. My man just wants to live on his tiny planet with his house and drive his car around.
With a possible space pirate living inside of his planet.
Yarr! Why can't you save your own damn soul?
Still funny to me, like, when Team 4-Star realized they missed the biggest opportunity. When Piccolo got shot in by Frieza, like they remedied it in the Kai version, but they have admitted that it's their biggest regret they didn't have Gohan say, "Piccolo, why didn't you?" Aren't you gonna say it?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He still owes King Kai. He does. They owe a lot to King Kai, quite frankly.
King Kai didn't teach anyone else jack shit.
Yes, he did. He trained. Yes, he did. He trained those guys, and they got stronger. They were able to beat the Ginyu Force.
That was filler, though. And
don't give a shit. It still counts. I don't give a shit. It did.
It does not count.
Yes, the fuck it does. Everybody tries to make a slight. Then fucking Broly doesn't count. God dang, I'm sick of y'all. Every time I try to make references to even in the filler, because they actually went out of their way. Because at the time when they were making it, everything was considered canon. So don't give me that shit. Stop using your bullshit. Oh, then by that logic, then why do people keep fucking shitting on fucking Bardock and his stuff? Toriyama wrote that, didn't he? Even though he didn't create fucking Bardock, but the second he puts it in, now people want to shit on it. It's like, don't give me that bullshit. That bullshit of what's canon, what isn't. I'm representing when they actually wrote King Kai and he actually trained him, so get the fuck out of here. God dang it. It's not my fault they went out of their way to stifle them even more so as the series progresses, especially Yamcha.
Poor Yamcha.
I guarantee, like, if all of them, really, what they should have wished was for Piccolo, Yamcha, Tien, and all of them should have went there because they all got significantly stronger. Now, granted, yes, they all got significantly stronger in that battle against the Ginyu Force. Like,
what I was gonna say is Yamcha did get a W recently, though, in Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Oh yeah, it just took 25 years for them to do it.
I mean, hey, he gets to hook up with a cute blue Chun-Li looking alien chick. Hell yeah.
Why did they make it look so goddamn generic though? Whatever. Hey, I'll take whatever I can get.
Hey, Yamcha's scoring, and he can rub it in Bulma's face because she looks way younger than Bulma.
Well, yeah, she's a god, so.
Yeah, so take that, Bulma. You cheated on Yamcha, and he.
No, she didn't. No, it was Yamcha cheating on her.
I call bullshit.
No, it was. I read it. You can look into it. It was. They actually revealed that Yamcha was the one doing the cheating, which I thought I found it hard to believe when I first looked into it. It was like, yeah, it was actually Yamcha doing the cheating.
I don't think so. I think Bulma.
It's not. It's canon. You can look it up yourself. It
Well,
was.
no, I know for a fact that's what Trunks told. That's what
It's not.
Trunks told.
It's not what Trunks said. It was confirmed that he was doing the cheating. You can look it up yourself. It was confirmed. Yamcha was. I didn't agree when I was having the same thoughts you were, but yeah, he was doing it.
Nah, I call bullshit. I think Bulma
It's
was
not
the one.
It's not bullshit. I'm telling you now. You can literally look this shit up. That's what the author. That's what they were saying. It was the one Yamcha doing the cheating. Even though I thought Bulma. I thought the same things as you, but I was proven wrong.
Nah, Toriyama's just covering for Bulma, so they don't call her. He's covering.
Oh, so now you're gonna argue. Go ahead, just stop it. You're not making yourself. You're making yourself look ridiculous. I just think they should have ended. I think they should have just ended it amicably. I don't think they needed to imply the whole Yamcha cheating thing personally, but that's how they wanted to go. That's how they wanted to go. But I think they should have just ended it amicably. Not really.
Nah.
Bulma's not really known for her cheating at all. Like, you know, she's flirted, but she's never like Yamcha actually does a lot of the flirting. Actually, when you think of it. They both did it when they were young. They both did like the flirting thing, but with her, she was actually looking for a boyfriend, and Yamcha was very shy, very too skittish to do anything. I mean, she would have went after Goku, but Chi-Chi didn't show up.
Abridged, I'm telling you right now, Bulma had an entanglement with Vegeta.
They had it, and it was hate fucking. Let's be honest. It was hate fucking. It was hate fucking. That's all I'm saying. I think it was just, then they eventually, you know.
Yeah, she had an entanglement with Vegeta.
Yeah, I looked it up, and Wolfku's right. Yamcha did cheat on Bulma. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I thought it was the other way around. I know. Yeah, I thought it was the other way around. I like Yamcha wouldn't do it. Yeah, Yamcha. I think they should have ended it amicably, though. Personally, I don't think they needed to do the whole. But yeah, that's why Bulma, which makes sense because even if we watch Dragon Ball, she's so pissed at Yamcha a lot. Implying
the only way I can believe that Yamcha would willingly cheat is if it was with Poir or something.
Would you stop the whole Team 4-star lingo? Just stop it. Yes, Yamcha cheated. It's fucking canon. Get over it. I mean, again, I don't like that they written him that way, but it is what it is. I mean, he's a playboy. Let's be honest, Yamcha was a fucking playboy. He was a Band Desert. He was a playboy. I ain't gonna mad that he got a little side. But he was also very awkward, too. I think that's why he did a lot of it, because he was very awkward in those situations.
Well, actually, to be fair, Abridged, like, okay, so real talk, no more, I'm done dicking around. I was just having some fun. Because what often would happen in Dragon Ball is Yamcha would end up in a situation and Bulma would jump to conclusions. Like, Yamcha wasn't actually cheating, but...
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I didn't like that they written him that way. I know that already. But what I am saying is that
maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what happened. Like
they implied that he was actually cheating on her in that 5-year time span as they went apart. Which is why that's why I thought, like, really, because like I was kind of with you. Hey, Mighty Motions. I was like, yeah, because I was referenced like Yamcha really wasn't like that type in Dragon Ball. So you know, that's why I was like, that's why I said like, why did they have to write them that way to get them apart? But like I said, we got Trunks and other stuff out of it, so I'm not that mad about it. I mean, I would have actually liked for Bulma to get Goku and let the whole Cinderella story come true. It's one of the first times where I was like, I actually would not mind Bulma if Goku got together. You know, she always wanted a boyfriend. Goku finally became that, and let's be honest, she's been with him longer than anybody else. But you know, she backed off once Chi-Chi was there, and which was fine too because we got going. I just felt like, you know, as far as like who understood Goku the most, I think she would have. But, you know, I wasn't mad at it. You know, I wasn't mad at it that we got Vegeta and Bulma and Goku and Chi-Chi. So I'm not mad at it. But I always like the idea of Bulma and Goku.
I hear you.
I still have the What If series. I still have Moscow's What If series, so it's fine. You know, why don't they? I wish shows would make more What If series, like canon What Ifs, and put actual animation and time into it. Oh yeah, I could definitely see Bulma using Goku as her test subject for many different things. Chi-Chi and Vegeta don't work. That dynamic just does not work at all, actually. Ugh, this is weird.
I'll just say this: like you thought Bulma and Vegeta were hate fucking with Chi-Chi and Vegeta. That would be.
Yeah, but like I said, Chi-Chi actually wants a like to understand Chi-Chi's personality. Vegeta doesn't like fit too much the criteria. But then again, she did. But then again, in her defense, she said she could probably make it work at the end of Z. She could probably make it work, but it's just like their personality just doesn't mesh as well because she really did. Chi-Chi really did want to settle down and be a housewife, and she really fell in love with Goku's personality. With Vegeta, especially like no, not even that kid Vegeta. Fuck out of here. It's not gonna work. You know how much of a you thought he was a prick as an adult, dude. Look at him as a kid. Hey, cat bug. Now Chi-Chi and Yamcha could work. You know, I can see that working at the 20 martial art. I see her, and especially with Yamcha being a baseball player, settling down. If they don't do the whole cheating thing, I could definitely see that working.
Yeah.
You know, he gets some money, makes that, and they're still friends. And then we still have Gohan because you know that's not leaving. It's just now we get more with Bulma, and again, her knowing Goku, I think Goku wouldn't skip out of his training, and Bulma would make more technology without him. It's like I could just see them doing a lot more stuff, but. Another weapon scenario. Who would I put launch with? I would put launch with Tien, and then Raditz later because I actually like the whole launch thing that Moscow put together. But I would if it doesn't work out with Tien, God dang it, I'm putting her with Raditz. I am giving Raditz his redemption ticket. He deserves it.
Besides that, we all know Tien's true love is little clown boys.
You proud of yourself for that?
Not particularly, but I'm not at my full game right now.
Hey, who had the? I think Tien had the best progression in Dragon Ball. I liked his storyline the most in Dragon Ball and his redemption. Did they fucked him up? Nah, yeah. I do think it's weird that Dr. Gero, or however you spell his name, was able to make 2 killer androids to make them on the same move. I do too, but honestly, you can do that with mechs and droids. With him, they wanted to use this reason for making fully biomechanical. And like I said, he did use them based on the basis of seeing Frieza and all these other beings. So it makes sense that the androids would get stronger because they saw all the previous battles, and you have Frieza. Once you put Frieza into the mix, I think. Where he creates them at this point, yeah, they could be stronger now. Now that you had Frieza and King Cole, so naturally they'd have to be stronger than once they got the schematics from them. Like if they didn't get Frieza and King Cole when they came to Earth, then I would I call bullshit. But I think once they got the schematics for Frieza and all these guys, that's how they were implemented to Cell. And then at that point, you know, you'd also see Super Saiyan. The machine would have gotten Super Saiyan. Now, Gero didn't calculate Namek. That's why I was like, yeah, but he didn't really see them on Namek. But I get the whole point for Cell. That made sense. But I do like, man, but I guess Gero's just about that life. But what's crazy is Bulma is on that same level. So like, but then again, that's why I like GT. We saw what Bulma could really do. That's why Baby valued her so much. Like, dude, like again, she was able to make a machine that was able to make Baby stronger by getting him into the golden form, even though the golden form is the precursor to Super Saiyan, but his golden form mollywopped Super Saiyan 4. I was like, Bulma,
Baby got to cuck Vegeta, so that was a double win for him.
My issue is, why in the hell did he not take over Goku? That's my entire freaking point. Even though they've kind of been inconsistent a little bit, but for the most part, Baby can take over you with just a scratch. Just a scratch, and can overwhelm your senses. And then his versions of you just makes you much, much stronger. I was like, yeah, Baby shouldn't have lost. Just saying. But I do like, again, that Bulma was just showed how much of a huge asset Bulma was to Baby.
Poor Vegeta got cucked.
Yeah. Rose is too much of a pussy to cuck Goku. It's just like, I'm just gonna kill. That's why I love Baby. Like, man, I'm gonna take your chick. That's some cold shit.
Now, you know what? Goku Black respected the sanctity of their marriage.
No, the fuck he did not. He didn't respect shit. He was a pussy, and I'm calling it. Like baby
Nah,
actually got the.
nah, Goku Black just ain't no cucker. That's.
No, he's a fucking pussy. He likes to be in other men's body. That's what he was jealous. He's like, I already got my man. I got his body. He killed Chi out of jealousy. It's like, why does he get to be inside you? Well, guess what? I'm inside Goku Senpai.
No, he's just like, you know what?
I'm inside Goku Senpai because I am in love with myself and him. Matter of fact, when I fuse, our dicks are gonna touch. That's how we fuse together. Sorry, there's so much undertones with Goku Black. You could just do. Oh, baby, like I said, he took over Vegeta's body and said, "Nah, I'm gonna catch his woman too."
To be fair, that was only through mind control. Baby ain't got no game on his own.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't need to. Again, he still got the bitch. What? It's better than what fucking the Masu did. He ain't got no goddamn game at all. Like I said, I'll take the guy who took the guy's chick to the guy who took the body and then kills the chick. Fuck out of here. What? No, he's only in love with himself. That's it. All he is in love with himself. Goku Black is just a sad imitation of Ginyu. Seriously. People think Goku Black had the form Captain Ginyu switch body. Yeah, but he did it to better perfection than Ginyu did. Like, he actually, he had time to learn. He also had time to learn the abilities of Goku. Ginyu was close. Like, I think had Ginyu, if they can make Ginyu neutral, like, his body switch ability would have been very in handy. With, like, dude, imagine if he switched bodies with Boo. Like, and he wouldn't have to, with Boo's body, it's not about technique. Boo can just learn shit. So, like, if he would have switched bodies with Boo or Cell, much different, because now it's all about, you know, their natural physiology, and Boo has a crazy hacks abilities, which wouldn't take that much to learn because it's more of a natural thing than a technique thing. With Goku, you have to learn his techniques in his body, and Ginyu was learning it as they were fighting, but it was too late.
Right, like he kind of realized a little too late before, you know, he could actually do anything really.
Yeah, he didn't have enough time to do it, but so, you know, like, you had potential. Like I said, my favorite member of the Ginyu Force is Jace. Obviously, I love Jace. Jace is my guy. And honestly, I think Jace would have been, if I would have spared any member, probably would have been Jace.
Like what? Redeemed him?
Yeah, I actually can redeem most of the Ginyu Force. I think Ginyu is the most ruthless out of all of them. Then again, Raccoon, they're all pretty ruthless, but I think out of all of them, I think Jace would have been the most redeemable of them. Maybe Birder too.
You know, like, we like to tell ourselves they're not that bad of guys, but then
they are. I mean, Raccoon snapped Gohan's neck.
Right.
But again, they're no worse than Vegeta. I always said they're not that much worse than Vegeta. They're all ruthless killing bastards. It's like, you know, Piccolo never killed anybody, but he had that intent. But with Piccolo, it was more, you know, his goal was set in stone from the beginning.
That's still one of the funniest lines to me in Team 4 Stars when, like, I haven't killed a single damn thing since I got here. Not for lack of trying, mind you.
But you did kill the people of Aria. You blew up that planet. God dang it, they weren't good people. Well, I don't know if they were good people or not. Honestly, that's why I love the fillers like that when they would like go up to other planets beforehand and showcasing how strong they were. Oh yeah, Guldo would have came in handy. Well, probably not. If Hit can lock Jiren in his own physical time, and Jiren was able to break out of that, I don't see Guldo's time-stopping ability really working on Jiren. As by that point, they were establishing characters. Especially in Dragon Ball, we know if you're stronger than the individual, you can break through their time loop. And let's be honest, Guldo's time ability, with his power level, would not be able to break through most guys at that point.
Yeah, Guldo, like, unless Guldo, like, trained or something.
And Goku would have to be significantly stronger. I mean, think about it. If it was so broken, why didn't he use it on Frieza? Like, what do you think the ability would actually be able to work on Frieza with their power difference?
I've actually got a more interesting question for you.
What's up?
Why did Captain Ginyu never try body swapping with Frieza?
Again, because they know better. One, either we don't know if Frieza knows about it, but with two, Frieza would not just stand there and get hit by it. And Frieza would probably and most likely kill one-shot them before they even have a chance to do it. Like, think about it. Goku saw him, like, with Goku didn't know about it either. So when he hit him and mutilate himself, they're like, I think that they know better. Not to mention they were part of King Cole's special forces as well, so like they're also very loyal.
Well, yeah, that I always kind of figured that as the big thing. It's just like,
But I
sheer
think they also know, but again, the overwhelming power gap as well is what I'm saying. And again, Guldo would have to train himself to hold his breath. I think Guldo would be effective if he gets stronger, but I think it's like, again, as we've seen in Dragon Ball, if you're significantly, and I mean significantly, because think about it, Krillin's ability, the Kienzan, the Destructo Disc, was stated to it cannot be cut. But we've seen as long as your power level is significantly higher, you can overcome it. Like with Cell, like, because up to that point, it could cut through anything. It was stronger than Nappa, and Nappa would have gotten his head taken off, but against Cell, which is obviously the difference between Nappa's power gap and Krillin's power gap in the Saiyan Saga is hugely vast between Cell and Krillin. But Krillin, like, think about it, it was able to cut through Frieza, and Frieza was significantly strong. But again, the power gap between Cell and Krillin was even greater than Frieza and Krillin in the Namek Saga. That's how we saw Jiren was able to, deflect and stuff. So, like, as long as you have a significant power boost over the other, and let's be honest, Frieza and Guldo, in terms of power, that's why I don't think the time skip would work on Frieza. It works on Krillin because I think they're all relative. They're stronger than Guldo, but not by that much. Like, Guldo was the weakest, but he's still, I mean, just think about it. Why doesn't Guldo use the ability against Ginyu and them, right? And they use the Mind Bind. Like, he doesn't have really much energy. But I do think...
That's an interesting...
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Just thought of an interesting combo they could use, like, if it would work. Because Guldo doesn't only do the time thing. He can also, like,
the Mind
use
Bind.
paralysis, right?
The Mind Bind. And again, I think this won't work on other people who have mind abilities. This definitely won't work on Goku or Frieza because they've shown that they also have, especially Goku, who's been trained by Kame to clear his mind of things. It would not work on Goku. That's not working. But it worked on Krillin and Gohan because they didn't really have much significant training in that. I mean, they've had mental fighting before, but they don't really have mental offenses. So that's why the Mind Bind worked well on them.
Oh, I was talking about when Guldo used straight up paralysis on him, like paralyzed them in place.
That's what I'm saying. That was the Mind Bind. It was through his mind. That's the mental paralysis I was saying. It worked on them significantly, but they didn't have training against that. I don't think that was not working on Frieza or Goku. Like, Goku actually has mental barriers to actually counteract that. And quite frankly, they're strong enough to break it. Again, it worked because the power gap between them was not that high. Is what I'm saying. Like, you honestly think Mind Bind's gonna work against Frieza? Come on now. At that point, no. And Guldo knew it too. They all knew it. Like, if you're stronger, you're stronger, that they would break that in a minute. Now, what if worked against Vegeta? That would have been interesting. Maybe. I think it possibly could work against Vegeta. At that point. But I do think the potential of it, if he got stronger, if Guldo stays alive and he gets stronger, oh yeah, I can see it being a problem. Think about it. It would come in handy against Spopovich and Yamu. They ain't going nowhere if Guldo hits it with the Mind Bind or the Time Stop. If he's significantly stronger, help against Deborah, possibly. Possibly. Deborah is really strong, but he's cell level, so. Bibbidi, I think Bibbidi would be overpowered as well. Yeah, with his mind technique. The fact that he could brainwash people of significantly higher power, like Deborah being cell level, so yeah, But then again, you have like crazy nuts like Vegeta who can overcome it. But I do think, like, for the majority, Bibbidi's powers would definitely be useful.
And, well, here's the thing. Vegeta didn't overcome Bibbidi's control through power. He overcame it through sheer will.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Through his sheer will, and not to mention, like I said, he allowed it too. He also allowed himself to be controlled anyway. But with someone like Deborah, who was said to be cell level, not super cell, but cell level in general, was able to overcome an actual Demon King. Again, if he's allowed to even get stronger in his abilities, like get strong, like who knows what this man can do? What if he can control a god? Dude, imagine him controlling a god of destruction, like in Xenoverse, like how they were able to control certain characters.
Well, I mean, I remember Demigra tried to control Beerus, but that didn't work out.
What I'm saying is with someone like Babidi, who's more well versed in magic, even more so than guys like that in the demon realm. Again, Deborah was the king of the goddamn realm. I'm saying this in hindsight, ended up getting stronger. You're saying this when Babidi's dead at that point and has had time to you're power cliffing him. I'm saying Babidi is more adverse in magic before these guys, and given more time, by the time they get to that timeline, imagine how much more powerful he would be. Yes, I would say Babidi's more adverse than them at that point. It's easy to say that now because he was dead by that point, and yes, now that point, you know, the demon realm had got significantly stronger, but I'm saying put him in that same verse. It's like saying, you know, oh, they're more powerful than Goku. Yeah, of course they'd be more powerful than Goku in that verse, than the Dragon Ball universe. Well, Goku in that verse is more powerful than them. So it's like, you know. Garlic Jr. Garlic Jr. would be interesting. Yeah, if he would never play ball. He's not playing ball with Kami and Piccolo. Just, come on, get out of here. He wants them dead.
We never thought Frieza would play ball with him, but kind of had to during the Tournament of Power.
That was such good. I would have used Cell personally, but yeah. Even then, that was a hard pill to swallow, but that was interesting. Just seeing Goku and Frieza interact. The first thing to do was punch each other. Yeah, that felt, yep.
I actually do appreciate, because yeah, it is a hard pill to swallow, but like I do appreciate that like the art does show like Frieza is intelligent, because that I felt like that was missing for a bit. Was that like, yeah, he's a powerful, ruthless dictator, but he also does have a mind. He is an intelligent businessman, and he knows what will be the most beneficial for him.
But isn't that logic? Baby would be crazy in the Tournament of Power, you know. But the thing about Baby is that it's kind of inconsistent because Trunks was able to overcome it, but somehow Vegeta couldn't. Just saying, like it's a little inconsistent. So you could use that outlier, like you know he wouldn't be able to overcome Jiren because Jiren could just overpower him. But Baby taking control of the other ones, oh, I could definitely see him controlling a lot of people. Baby would have been sick in the tournament. Like that's why they didn't use Boo. They didn't use people with significant hacks abilities. I mean, Boo's absorption ability alone, Jesus.
Dude, could you imagine if they have another Tournament of Power, like with the current power-ups our characters have?
True, but we don't know how strong the other universes got. We only know this from the current universe. We don't know how strong. You think like the other universes think about it, after getting their subs erased are just sitting on their asses?
True.
That's what I'm saying. Like we say that now that they be busted, but it's like, would they though? We don't know what the other universes have been doing. Think about it, like, dude, think of how much more powerful Jiren would have gotten. After seeing somebody, and look how busted he was in the tournament. Everybody say how Goku got manhandled. So imagine now Jiren's training at that same level, and you know he's going to, because he just met worthy opponents. It's like people are saying this, like yes, we have gotten a significantly more powerful, but we don't know how stronger the other guys have been getting, unless you power cliff them and say like they haven't been training, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever for them not to. Think about it. Full version, it took Master UI Goku to beat the full power version of Jiren. Then Jiren got his own little Ultra Instinct equivalent or whatever, because it got much stronger. It was overcoming Ultra Instinct. Goku's instinct wouldn't stop and was able to eventually overcome Jiren. But for a while, he was overpowering Master UI. Just because Goku pushed him to his absolute limit and make him broke through his barriers.
And not to mention, Jiren probably is working better with his team now, because that was the thing. He was kind of isolating himself, but after the tournament, he kind of realized...
You finally experienced justice! And now we're gonna make the powers together. I can see it now, Jiren.
So yeah, if Jiren's like working closer with his team and stuff, not only is he gonna progress, his team's probably gonna leap miles and bounds to keep up with him.
Who would be my team? First of all, I put Android 21 in that group. I put Majin Buu in that group. I put Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, 18, and 17. That's pretty much it. No offense like to Krillin, because Krillin actually did get significantly stronger, especially, you know, after the movie, but we're just going with just powerhouses. I just need power. I don't need Frieza. Like, I'd put 21 in, honestly. You know, Majin 21 and Buu. It's just mealtime. It's just candy all day, every day. Candy
Hey,
time.
what about you said don't need Frieza? Hello, Black Frieza. Hello.
Frieza wouldn't be a non-issue at this point. We wouldn't need him at that point. So Black Frieza wouldn't be a thing. I'm saying if I had to use my real substitute, if I can make like 21 the main continuity, I'd use her. Especially like good 21. You don't need like good 21 would be more of a team player. Not to mention she's a scientist too. So I would use Majin 21, Boo, Goku, Vegeta, 18, 17, Piccolo, or Gohan. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn. I'm torn between Gohan and Piccolo. Because you only can use 7. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see.
Wait, is that... Can they only use 7? Or wait, I thought it was up to 10 fight. Or wait. Hold on.
Was it 10 or 7?
Let me check that.
It was 7 or 10, right, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it 10 or was it 7? If it was 10, then I'm definitely gonna redo my roster. Okay, it was 10.
Oh, and
okay.
let's not forget.
Okay. So, 21, Boo, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin.
Let's not forget Broly.
Well, the first tournament, not the current.
Oh, okay.
Then I'd have to add Frieza at that point. So I'm just thinking about now, like, because I think 21 would have fit in this time frame. So, and then Krillin. I guess Roshi. Yeah, I guess just throw Roshi in there too. So, yeah.
No respect for Goten or Trunks.
No.
Those kids are kind of colossal fuck.
No, it's not their potential. It's just they're not seasoned enough. It's one of the main reasons why Trunks fucked up. He wasn't as seasoned as these guys. Krillin is very well seasoned. A lot of these guys understand, like, people don't understand that there's a lot. It's just not about brute strength. You have to have battle tactics.
Well, that, and let's be honest, Goten and Trunks are colossal fuck-ups. They had one job.
Dude, everybody's I'm not gonna like everybody's a fucking colossal fuck up in this show. Let's be honest. Everybody has done stupid moments. At least they're kids, right? At least we can say they're kids. They didn't fuck up as adults, you know. But with them, but they've lived. My thing is, they've lived relatively peaceful lives. Outside the Buu saga, they really lived relatively peaceful lives up to that point. Guys like Gohan and the more battle hardened. So I would want more battle hardened characters. Now, granted, you can say this could give them that, but if for the fate of the universe, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I'm definitely more inclined to use guys like Krillin and Go, who's more seasoned, more battle hunt, and has more experience. Broly team, we got Deborah, Babidi, Ginyu, Janemba, Super Golden Cooler, Buhan, Kid Buu. Well, first of all, you can't have Kid Buu or Buhan because they wouldn't exist. They can't exist outside the same confines. If you take out Fat Buu, then Buhan becomes Kid Buu. So like you can't really have them exist in the same verse. So that would work. Omega Shinron. First of all, you're combining the continuities. You're combining movie. You're combining main continuity. You're combining alternate realities. Like, and again, would they all even get along? It's a weird combination.
I like how now, thanks to the Tournament of Power, everyone has their, like, you know how everyone has their, like, dream football team?
Yeah, everybody making their little dream team.
Yeah, now everyone has their dream, like, Dragon Ball team for the Tournament of Power. You know what they should have done? They should have taught Tien the Kaioken. I feel like he could have done some damage with that.
Yamcha too. Like Yamcha's Wolfang Fist is really good, actually. Dude, even the games is so good. The Danon Ray was so deadly. Like, dude,
imagine if in the Tournament of Power we got Yamcha and Tien fusing into Tiencha. How sick would that have been?
Dude, the Kiko Ho, which uses life energy, is... Think about it. It did damage to Imperfect Cell. The power gap between Tien and Cell is vast. But just like in Dragon Ball, just how the scale of it, when he did hit the Kiko Ho, it was enough to hold back Imperfect Cell.
Not even Imperfect Cell. It was semi-perfect, or second form, even.
Yeah, semi-perfect. Yeah, sorry. Not imperfect. Semi-perfect Cell, yeah. Just think about that. And the power gap is vast. That's what I was saying. Tien should have got it much more stronger as time went on.
This is the last cool thing I'll ever do. There is no joke.
Think about it.
Respect.
They did not do anything for him in Busan. It's like, Goku would be like, I could probably use Tien, but it wouldn't be that much of a... Like, damn, y'all just shut out Tien so much. Dude, imagine Tien using the Kiko on Frieza. Definitely would have held out for Goku. I think that's what I'm saying. They would... Yamcha and those guys would have been even more useful in the Namek Saga. Because I can see Krillin using the Spirit Ball attack to try to disorient Frieza. Not that it would do much, but as a distraction. But the Kikoho definitely would have held Frieza back. Would have definitely held Frieza back. Look what it did to Nappa. Nappa was scared. It's like, oh, that almost, you know. And now that he's got significantly stronger.
You know, it's funny thinking about that, like Spirit Ball and stuff. That's just distracting, Kikoho. That's just annoyingly distracting.
Well, I don't even say that. Like I said, I can see it holding back at least third form Frieza at this point. But yeah, like allowing these guys to get their bearings, for Vegeta to get his like power creep if he can convince Dende. Especially, I think if at this point, if they can convince Dende at this point, him using the Kikoho for that significantly longer. Yeah, Tien would have been definitely a huge asset at that point. Especially if it's in combination with Yamcha, like Yamcha, Krillin, like good combinations. Like, but I always felt like they would nerf certain characters to try to like condense the storyline to make it a little bit more plausible.
I think the biggest disrespect we've seen to the Z crew was in the Tree of Might, where we could have had them have like these. Like, I don't know. That felt pretty disrespectful.
The timeline itself was crazy because, like, freaking Turles went from, what, 20% to, like, 300 plus power levels. Like, crazy. It's like, I don't even know where in the timeline this is weird because Goku's power is significant. It's like,
Okay, here's something I've always wondered about the Tree of Might.
What, Goku just magically got out of the hospital? He's magically out of the hospital now?
Bridge. Here's something I've wondered with the Tree of Might.
What?
So Turles took a bite and got like severely powered up, like
significantly stronger.
Right. Like, okay, here's the thing. Was all the power in that one bite, or if he had kept eating that fruit, would he have kept getting stronger and stronger?
I think it was in the one bite. I think once you eat the fruit once, it just gives you that significant power boost. All I know is that he went from 1 to the freaking 6 digits, which is crazy. Again, he had a power level of 18,000, and then he shot up to 380. Almost like a double fruit. Yeah, that's a good point. It's like a double fruit. And like Goku used Kaioken times 10. It's like, jeez, like think about it. That's a power level that's a little more than half of Frieza in his first form, and he can one shot all the Ginyu Force easily. All of Frieza's men, aside from Frieza himself.
Imagine if the Tree of Might was made canon. That would have been such a problem.
Now, is the power significant? I think the Tree of Might, it doesn't last, maybe does his power drop back to 18,000? Is it like only a power boost, or does it stick?
It does stick, like, because they even said because I remember like in the Japanese dub, the little twin gremlin things even said like, we keep this up, we're eventually all going to be stronger than Lord Frieza. Yeah, like they did keep the power, whatever power they gained.
And Goku used the Tree of Might itself to destroy the Tree of Might, which is. I always like that. Yeah, I always like the. Again, I love the movies because they would introduce interesting scenarios throughout the galaxy, and I always like that they tried to open up the world being as vast, the Dragon Ball universe being vast, and in terms of like galactic space travel, because that was, if they're going with this, they might as well go full turkey. So, I like the idea of Turles and them going around killing dead planets, having the Tree of Might absorb everything. I can see if it did war down, it wouldn't shrink. He'd still have a significant power up.
You know what? I want to see the story of how Turles even discovered the Tree of Might, like how we found that all out. Because if I remember correctly, didn't the Tree of Might belong to the Supreme Kais? That was something they were supposed to have?
Hold on, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. Clay, you can talk to him for a bit. I got it. Use the bathroom.
All right. Hey, y'all. How you doing? I'm just chilling here. Doctor said I got strep throat and a sinus infection. They recommended humidity. So I'm actually out in my family's jacuzzi right now, breathing in the steam and letting the humidness, you know. So yeah, just rested in the jacuzzi, breathing in the steam or whatever, and hoping that helps. Or I don't fucking know. I'm just, yeah. I actually will be heading home tomorrow, so that'll be good. Man, it is crazy though. I haven't had strep in over a decade. Then suddenly last October I catch it, and now I catch it again. It's like, what the hell? I hadn't had it for like over a decade, and suddenly I've got it again. Because I had my tonsils removed, and that's when I stopped getting strep. But now suddenly I'm getting strep again, which is like, what the heck? Hang on. Let me jump onto the Twitch chat so I can see what is being said. I drink plenty of water, Foxy Bitch, so not sure about the mouth getting too dry thing. I'm not sure about that.
All right. Sorry about that.
Well, fine.
What were they asking, Clay? Yes, Clay can see the YouTube chat. So I'm going to play Star Wars Survivor, and so guy killed his brother. What are my thoughts on Goku and Chi-Chi having a daughter? It'd be interesting. I could definitely see Goku's daughter being a Khalifa-like character. Definitely be more of a mama, daddy's girl than a mama's girl. Chi-Chi would not be able to control another girl because they're just as headstrong. Definitely see Goku having a great dynamic with his daughter, especially if she's more strong like him. But if she's reserved,
I mean,
like Gohan,
considering the great dynamic Goku has with Pan.
Yeah. Goku's a great grandfather. And again, it makes sense because she has the personality of her mom, headstrong, And think about it. My dad's the world champion, and my grandpa's the world champion, and my other grandpa's the strongest in the universe. It's like, why wouldn't she have a big head? There's a lot of things that the Dragon Ball team could do to get stronger, but a lot of the times they like to peace out for 3 years and not talk to each other. Like they really love, like, especially during the formula is always like they don't see each other for years. It's like, peaceful time, I ain't got it. I'll check with y'all 4 to 5 years.
Do they not have Discord in that universe?
No, they just don't. Like, Piccolo goes out to the desert because everybody says, "Oh, go, Piccolo's go his father." He never fucking sees him. They peace out every fucking few years. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Except the new movie kind of changed that up. Piccolo's got his own house now.
Yeah, but I'm actually happy for Piccolo. I'm just saying, for the main dynamic is they all peace out for years, though. Like, Piccolo's kind of watchful, like he lives watchful, but he really doesn't interact with the Dragon Ball team outside of, like,
except for Gohan and Pan.
Like little gatherings, little gatherings here or there. Do I watch Fat Albert? Yeah.
Hey.
But for the most part, no, they don't talk to each other. until like the next mission comes about, and then we have reason to gather. Not to say they don't interact at all. Like they did have Bulma's party, but again, that was a setup to something else. It's funny. Who do you think was closer to Frieza's power, Lord Slug or Turles?
Probably Lord Slug, honestly.
Probably Lord Slug. I'd have to look into it because remember, he was what? We had to go like false Super Saiyan to get. I don't know.
Right, considering Goku had to channel a Super Saiyan-esque power against Lord Slug.
Yeah, but then again, the Tree of Might he had to use the power of the entire Tree of Might to beat. I mean, but no, like you said, like and that was his first form Frieza. Like we don't know how powerful Lord Slug is compared to.
Turles and Slug could be around the same ballpark, honestly.
I don't know. Like I said, I'd have to look in how strong Lord Slug.
That's actually probably why they worked together in Xenoverse 2, is because they didn't see each other as a threat because they were relatively equal.
I think Lord Slug had some more hacks abilities to work with. Like that giant form would be very troublesome.
Right, giant, stretchy.
Which Piccolo doesn't use. Hey, remember you can go giant Piccolo? Why did you use that against Nappa? Like Piccolo just forgets his abilities sometimes.
I like how they even confirmed that in the new movie. Like when Krillin's
he'd be significant. If his power shot up to 75, yeah, he'd be definitely more powerful. But again, Turles can power clip that if he keeps eating the Tree of Might. He can power clip it. But yeah, initially, Lord Slug is gonna be stronger.
But yeah, like when they're fighting Cell Max and Krillin's like, Piccolo, why don't you go giant like you did against Goku? Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that.
Like, where was that when we needed it? Like, if you would have lasted longer, where was that when we needed it? Sure, you wouldn't be as strong, but you at least be, be troublesome.
Well, no, here's the thing, Abridged. Giant form doesn't weaken him, but it doesn't make him any stronger.
That's
either.
What I'm saying. He wouldn't be any stronger, but it still would have been troublesome because of his form and size, because density is still a thing in Dragon Ball. That's why a sword was able to hurt freaking Vegeta. So it can be troublesome.
So I kind of could see it like Piccolo turns giant against Nappa, and then Nappa just flies through his stomach or something.
That is true. Yeah, that is. But throw a mountain on him. That'll hurt. Like I said, it does give them the strength to like throw mountains and shit. And then yes, mountains can hurt them.
So yeah, I think that would be the problem. I think a lot of the times using the giant form would have backfired. It just worked against Cell Max because Cell Max himself was also big.
But Cell Max is significantly strong. But then again, Piccolo was significantly stronger too. But I'm pretty sure the gap between Cell Max and Orange Piccolo is significantly bigger than Piccolo and Nappa. To be fair.
I don't know. Orange Piccolo was putting up a decent fight against Cell Max.
He was putting up a decent fight against Nappa.
I would say he was fighting better against Cell Max than Nappa.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, in terms of power, Cell Max was still significantly stronger. By a wide margin, actually, than it would be for Nappa than Piccolo, but, I guess, yeah. I guess that...
But again, the problem would have been Nappa could have probably just flown through Piccolo's stomach or something, given the size difference.
Oh, yeah, that's not there.
Yeah. Cell Max can't do that because they're relatively the same size.
Could have Cell Juniors. Little Cell Junior Max. And they would have flown through...
I'm still waiting for the storyline where like Frieza's soldiers steal like the blueprints for Cell Max and stuff, and they make their own Cell Max or something. Oh, this was easy. What are you Earthlings having so much trouble with?
Yeah. I can see how you handle my little shit, brother.
Say what you will about the feature film villains, but I find pretty much all of them memorable in one way or another.
They are all memorable. Because they're actually, because back then, 90s, 80s had cool designs. Cooler, Janemba, Broly, all, that, we wouldn't be having them in the game if we didn't remember them. They all have their own quirks, their own abilities and everything. Say what you want about the story, but like I said, you remember the villains. I remember the villains.
Isn't that also kind of sad though? Because you think there's only 3 out of the 4 out of the 7 Shadow Dragons in the games.
Again, like I said, Baby's the most significant in terms, and Omega Shenron, obviously. But yeah, like I said. But they like I said, they ain't much.
Oh,
But
darling,
again, all Superhead,
you
at least
have
in the
a new
anime,
follower.
was Goku Black,
Is
and
it
now
a
recently,
woman?
got Moro and.
I'll need to make sure she won't try anything.
I mean,
that
not like
could
Hit. Hit's pretty
corrupt
awesome.
Hit's not a
you.
villain.
I guess he's more of a neutral, ain't he?
Yeah, he's an assassin. Yeah, Jiren's not a villain either, but again, that was Dragon Ball the anime series. They didn't really have. Again, Goku Black was the only real original villain they made.
Right, unless we're talking going into the manga, because then we got Dispo.
Yeah.
Not Dispo, sorry, Moro.
Yeah, Moro and
Gas.
I guess, yeah, but Moro.
By the way, that entire group, like that was a total homage to BoJack, wasn't it?
I think so. I'm not honestly.
Like the way they dressed and stuff, it was very reminiscent of BoJack's crew.
Yeah. But yeah. Interesting stuff there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You know the one character super developed that I would never have thought would get interesting development? Frieza. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still a bad guy, but it is interesting to see him develop in ways like how he's kind of grown a taste for fighting and stuff.
Yeah, he became a Saiyan. But like I said, it's the influence of Goku. It kind of goes to that influence. Goku influences a lot of people, and you had to know it was gonna take its toll on Frieza. Like the minute I saw Frieza return the favor, like, okay, you gave me your energy dynamic, I'm giving it to you now. Like, yes, I'm glad they didn't do it because Frieza can never change. Like, he should never change. But seeing like using Goku and Vegeta, that makes more sense for his character, and he used them to get stronger. So it's like, yeah, I do like what they did with that. I just find it funny that this man went from wanting to be immortal to now just want to be a foot taller in heights. Like, they really like fucked his priorities up at times. Like, it's funny, but it makes him significantly less of a threat now, in my opinion. But they made him more menacing. I'm glad they're giving him more menacing things to do. Like, because it's got like with Frieza's character, like it's his peak is always going to be Namek because he was always. He always felt like this menacing threat, but now that Frieza's back, he's still a player, but he's not the most significant threat, and that's the problem. When keeping certain characters around, you're gonna remember them best from the arcs that they were portrayed in. I do think Frieza's definitely as bad as he wants to be. I just think Frieza is Cliff now because there are other fighters that are significantly more stronger, and he's become more of a player than just a villain, you know. And there are there are bigger players at hand. Remember, in his arc, he was the biggest villain. But now,
and that's the thing. I think he plans to become the biggest villain again because,
obviously, he wants to. But
he even stated in the Tournament of Power he wants to get the Super Dragon Balls and gain control of all the gods.
Yeah, and that's what with Frieza's character though. What I'm saying is, it turns like where you peak is with their introduction. And when he was the most significant, that's where people are going to remember Frieza mostly. But now he's in a galaxy where there are beings far stronger than him, and he's trying to seize it, which is cool. But he doesn't have that same threatening level that he had before because in his own arc, he was the top guy. And,
no, I get what you're saying.
When you're trying to bring characters like that back, it can be a little bit difficult to reestablish them in the same way. You can't do it that way anymore.
Right.
If you brought Cell back, it wouldn't be as significant. He wouldn't be as significant as he was in his own arc.
Something if I may, like the way they explain how Frieza no longer wants immortality did make sense.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it didn't make sense. I'm just saying it's like that's why I wouldn't have brought him back because I like villains that kept to that. But you're gonna have to progress him some way, shape, or form. So they, did it that way. They did it in a very comedical way too. Now, some people
let's be honest,
but I can see why people don't like that and why they would have just preferred Frieza dead instead. Because people don't like when characters like go through when the characters go change in a way that it's weird that they've toned him down. But I get it. If you're gonna use Frieza,
I mean, he was only casually committing genocide at the end.
yeah, like I think Cell would have just been better personally. He has Frieza's tendencies, but he's balanced out by other personalities like Vegeta and Goku. I mean, think about it. He actually gave the fighters a chance to beat him when he could have killed them all. You think Frieza would have given that same luxury? Just saying.
He kind of did, because he could have blown up Namek from the very start.
Yes, but he was in significant control. He didn't give them 10 days, you know?
True.
Get the fuck out of here with all that.
I mean, he kind of pulled a Cell when, at the end of the recent manga arc, when he one-shotted Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku.
I'm talking about Frieza then. No,
okay, fair
he
enough.
had no luck. No. This is the same guy who blew up planets, and we know he'll do it. So no,
Fair enough.
I'm just saying, like, I think Cell would have been more amicable at that point. I mean, sure, he probably hates Gohan's guts, but he respects Goku. Like, he respects the Z-Fighters. Like, in his own way, Cell does respect the Z-Fighters.
Yeah?
He's still evil, like, he still has that Frieza tendency, don't get me wrong. King Ko, King Ko makes you wonder about him if he had trained. Yeah, King Ko was implied to be stronger. Which is why I was so disappointed. Like, don't get me wrong, the Trunks and shit, and them using them, it made sense. Like, but goddamn, that pissed me off, because we had learned about King Cole through, like, your first hurt with my dad, and then he gets bitched out quickly. I was like, that's such a waste of his character.
That is a funny thing, huh? Because yeah, that sort of thing, it's like, it's good for one character, but a detriment to the other.
It detrimented them. Like, honestly, I would have waited until Trunks come in. Like, actually let them fuck up the characters and shit. I don't know. Like, I just wanted to see more with King Cole. They did him dirty. He got the Raditz treatment. No, Raditz actually.
How would you have felt if, like, instead of the whole Mecha Frieza thing, it was just King Cole that came to Earth?
No, I'm fine with Mecha Frieza and King Cole, but if you go with King Cole just to Earth, hola, Yoshi. No habla español, but good to see you. I wish I had, oh, thank you. Thank you for translating. Wanted to ask you something, can you make a thick voice? Your voice is very cute to me. I heard a thick voice? How would you want that? Yoshi, I use my SSJ4 voice, I guess. Yes, I'm still mad at you. What's Zamali? But yeah, like,
wait,
King Cole wanting it back, like bringing his entire force would be very interesting, actually. But Frieza would still have to be on the back burner. Like, Mecha Frieza, like he isn't ready, so King Cole goes to do it himself. Yoshi, I could give you my SSJ4 voice. Got it. I'm so dry.
I mean, I will say, if there's one thing Mecha Frieza established, is that Frieza's really bloody hard to kill.
Oh, definitely. Their durability. Dude, he survived the destruction of Namek.
After being blasted by Goku.
This is also why I'm saying, like, why Krillin's Ki enzyme was so significant, because of how durable Frieza truly is.
Yeah, and it cut Frieza's tail off. Could have probably done a lot worse.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, this is my SSJ4 voice there. Yoshi, hope you like this. But anyhow, King Cole is also a much more amicable boss. Frieza was very spoiled. So I was like, you always got the sense that, King Cole was much more reasonable, as you can get in that family.
Right, I felt like King Cole was like a businessman first and everything else second.
It's a business. Like, look at that. As soon as he killed you killed my. All right, well, how about you join me? It's just a business acquisition. I see. The Super Saiyan is quite good. Again, I liked King Cole when he was on the screen. I was like, dude, this is gonna be cool. We got Frieza's dad. We got Frieza pulling up. This is talk about arcs again. Honestly, I would have used this as like the arc before we got again, it worked for Trunks. It really did. It established Trunks very well. But honestly, you know what it should have did actually? You can still have Frieza die, but don't send his dad there. Have his dad come later. Maybe have him kill Mecha Frieza because it still does the job to establish Trunks. But then he finds out, what? My son, after the mechanics I gave him died, you know what? I gotta go to this planet. And Goku will be there by that time, too. Then again, Goku would probably kill Cole.
That kind of feel like a Cooler's revenge story at that point.
But it makes more sense for the dad to want revenge than Cooler. Cooler don't give a shit about Frieza. Neither does King Cole, but it's more of a status for him. Because everything comes back to the family, but you would think the dad, the head honcho guy, the one who stepped down and gave his empire to his son, would want more revenge than Cooler would. Just saying.
Well, let's be honest. Cooler just wanted to prove he was better than Frieza.
Still, yeah, but what I'm saying is, we're talking about vengeance, right? You know, I think it's more so for King Cole. It makes more sense for King Cole to do it.
Right.
But what I'm saying is Goku would be there, and Goku's significantly stronger than Trunks, so moot point, he one-shot King Cole. Unless he trains. King Cole would have to train. Which, as we know... But he wouldn't train for that much. He's like, okay, let me just train for a little bit. Alright, Saiyans, I'm here. Let's go, monkeys.
Well, that's the thing, though. We don't know if, like, that applies to the entire Frieza race or just Frieza. Like, because, you know, with Frieza, it's like, I did one whole push-up, suddenly can take on Super Saiyan 2.
Dude, come on now. If his dad was stronger than him, how much of an empire... I mean, the Cooler was stronger than him and could transform. It seems more like a race thing. Frieza was more, you know, to their physiology. Even if they don't get a significant boost like Frieza did, they'd get quite a bit. Like, they'd be able to close that gap pretty quickly.
That is still kind of a funny meme, though. Just like, how did you get so strong, Frieza? I did one whole push-up.
Hello, President Chobang. Yeah! You know, like I said, interesting what-ifs that we could have. Yeah, Goku probably would have spared King Cole, but King Cole... I think King Cole would have took it, too. I think King Cole actually was smart, as a smart of a man to take the deal.
Deal or no deal?
Ah, okay. His second form holds 90. Which is actually... That's pretty powerful, considering that's his second form. Whereas Frieza in his second form is only 1 million. That's pretty significant, actually.
Right, but the question is, like, can King Cole transform, or is that not, like, is that a thing unique only to...
No, because Cooler could do it. Cooler has a fifth form, one more than his Frieza. So we really didn't get to see him at full power.
I'll give Dragon Ball Multiverse credit for that, at least. That was cool to see.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like Trunks was going to give him any... Like, Trunks was giving him no chance to transform. That's also a significant thing, too. He didn't give him any chance to, like, transform.
Well, yeah, because Trunks is actually, like, you know, Trunks was smart.
Well, Trunks knew the deal. Like, you know. Yoke. There is a rumor for King Cole that his fourth form could have been his true form, which he would have been as strong as semi-perfect cell. Well, that's a rumor, not confirmed. And I just don't see his form being stronger than the androids. I don't know. But then again, like I said, maybe. I could be wrong. Like I said, I mean, because 90,000 at second form is... Again, that puts him over all forms of Frieza other than his full form, final form. Like,
you mean 90 million?
Yeah.
You said 90,000.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it puts him over every form of Frieza except for his, like, maximum.
Right.
So that's crazy. That's a significant, like, power.
Right. The only reason I could guess Cold wasn't in his final form is probably because he can't control it the same, like how Frieza used to struggle to control.
He didn't felt the need to, either. I don't think he felt the need.
Ooh, new subscribers!
The need to. I think, you know. But, yeah. If he had pulled up, again, if he had pulled up in his final form, I don't think Trunks would be overcoming that. Don't see Trunks overcoming full form King Cole. I think that would. I think that would actually be a challenge. That would be a challenge for Goku at that point. Yard Red Goku.
What if he had just gone third form?
Yeah, even third form would be. King Cole can control his final form. I think it's stated, but he's arrogant, so he doesn't. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need to. Like, he would not need to use the form. I mean, I think that's his biggest regret when he went there, is like. But he's so arrogant. You saw where Frieza gets it, so yeah, it makes sense that his dad would be very arrogant.
All right, I'm gonna bounce for a bit. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end stream, so you can go ahead and take your shower. I am going to Well, no, they implied Frieza was actually a lot stronger in his mecha form. They did say he did significant a power drop, but and don't like go to the guides, guys. The guides aren't fully accurate. He was stronger in his mecha form. They did say Frieza did get significantly stronger in his mecha form. That he was improved over time. He did get power drop, but once they were able to rebuild him, he did get stronger. Which goes.
All right, I'll catch you later, man.
All right, we're also gonna end the stream here, guys, too. So I thank you all for joining. This has been fun, but I will see you all next time.
Later, amigos.
Later, guys. Bye bye.